your eyes.
Your eyes
Yeah.
themselves, yeah.
Yeah, it's just there's literally nothing behind your eyes. I'm not saying that in an insulting way, because if you tell somebody, hey, there's nothing between your ears or behind your eyes, people will be offended. But there's just a literal knowing that there's nothing behind these eyes. There's just this seeing. There's no, nothing needs protecting. There's no specific point. There's just seeing and speaking, and then another form, the seeing and speaking, but there's not this I am you and you are, I'm me and you are you, and there's just not that. It's just a relating, just a flowing relating. And any time that the situation, again, the heat gets turned up, like, again, your boss calls you in and says, you're fired, or you're doing a terrible job, or something like that. That sense of, because one thing, the body is going to sense there's going to be a fear type sense there. Heart will start to race, maybe a little perspiration. So that's going to draw attention to the body. But now, mantra. When that boss is sitting across the table from you, this is the time, this is the experience, this is complete faith and trust in the master, knowing that that's the master speaking to its own self to use mantra through the experience. If you were going to get fired, you're getting fired anyway. And if you're not, you're not. But why worry? Why sit there and be fired 10,000 times in your mind? What would you say about the idea that we create our reality? You did mention that the selfless self gets impressions. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that the ideas and beliefs you're holding about yourself create the experience and the reality that you're observing. It is literally, like Maharaj says, it's very, very interesting. There is a two-way communication with yourself. And if you are holding ideas or beliefs about yourself, you'll see this, you'll manifest this in your experience through the idea of others, which is yourself. It's a one-man show with a bunch of dead bodies animated by that one guy in that one show. And if you could see it as like all dead bodies, one actor, maybe like when you go to the fair and they have like a cutout, and you put your face in there. And if every single body around was this cutout type thing, and selfless self is coming in and then talking to itself, and then whoop, coming back over here, talking to itself, and whoop, coming back over here and talking to itself. And this thought train is one thought train that's identified with in two separate forms to create this experience of a conversation within two separate people.
I know that Ramesh Balsekar once said that consciousness writes the play, directs the play, acts in the play. Consciousness is the audience that applauds the play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like in dream. Yeah. It's the one dreamer dreaming the entire, if you can try to, the next dream you try to remember the scenery, remember the people, remember the speaking, remember that it was literally like you're a Hollywood movie producer. Mm-hmm. All these actors in the dream are you interacting with themselves, believing that they're separate characters and carrying on conversations. And dreams are very, very vivid in this way. And yet they're all coming from you who's sleeping.